my pocket all in tens. That's track money, rap money, little bit of act money. Got the type of money make your friends start to act funny. Trapping out the bando, trapping out the...
All right, welcome folks to another episode of XY. What am I about to say? XY 101. And today, it's
You are on Calvin's Corner.
Thank you. And today with me we have
Juan Carlos Ramirez Jr.
He's really a black man.
Hey,
Hey for horses.
I am Puerto Rican, so of course I am a black man.
I'm gonna let that rock. In a good and fucking well, Puerto Ricans ain't black.
Yes, they are, bro.
Dominicans.
Unless the police come.
No. Let's get this shit straight. A lot of the Taino died off, and the people who got color were the Morenos off of boats.
I'm telling you what they tell me, if you know what I mean. Go ahead.
I don't know who tell you that, because I know more Dominicans who lie about the fact they black than Puerto Ricans.
That's the point I was trying to make.
I know a whole bunch of Puerto Ricans trying to say they are black when they have no black in them.
Unless you got that whole big dober.
Hey, I ain't mad, man.
Mm-hmm.
Claim the beautiful culture that is mine.
And we also have...
Yeah, it's... And,
That's the spirit. And today on Calvin's Corner, we're going to talk about sex addiction.
Woo-woo!
Oh, yeah.
This little motherfucker over here... No, never mind. We'll see. We'll see.
People think I'm hornier than I am.
I think people think this show is hornier. If this show could be horny, if that even makes any sense.
Our
then,
DJ is horny, so I mean...
he clarified it, didn't he? But yeah, like all jokes aside, but not really. We're gonna talk about sex addiction. So first,
in and of itself is a joke.
it is. Before I even go into the question, you're right. I don't think you could be.
The only people addicted to are addicted to sex, if you honestly, where there's a loss of self-control and they have this crazy impulse, are rapists.
Yeah. And that's
I mean, it's
mostly
dark,
mental
but
thing,
it's true. The only people addicted to sex, if you want to tell me you're a fucking nymphomaniac, are rapists, because there's a no, and I say this because there's a difference between them and someone who qualifies as a nympho, right? There are tons of people who love sex who they get sad if they don't fuck. I mean, it's fucking busting a nut. Of course that both hormonally but also just mentally like addicting.
Right.
But you at the same time are always waiting for a partner who's willing to consent, right?
Right.
You may manipulate bitches to get them in the bed. You may just fuck any nigga who's willing to fuck on a different night because you feel some type of way.
Ooh.
But the be-all, end-all is you have the self-control to wait for consent. So you are not as addicted as somebody who has this impulse, the same impulse or rather desire as you, but lacks the self-control and has this impulse that means that even if they say no, I'm taking it.
Mm-hmm.
So by definition, as far as I feel,
Sex addiction does not.
it's not a thing unless you're a rapist.
With that said, any
And
of
at that
the
point,
females,
well, fuck you.
any of the females that are in the sex addiction class, contact us and we'll try to figure this out. Try to help you out.
I will definitely help you out, no matter what your need is, unless it involves
We'll fail.
pegging.
We'll
I don't do
fail
pegging.
together.
You and this pegging shit, man.
I don't do pegging.
No?
You do pegging, Charles?
No, what the hell?
I just want to see what was gonna happen if I just threw that.
I don't.
That
And I
curveball
mean,
in
when
there.
I don't peg, I mean, I don't even like rim jobs being done to me.
Mm-mm.
Right?
Well, Pam
I'm
was
not
here.
about that life.
She probably would have said something.
Oh, Pam would definitely say some shit.
You know what? Speaking of her, real quick. Never mind. No, because
She's not
I mean,
here to defend herself.
That's a beautiful booty.
yeah, it's not even that. Like it's nothing bad. Okay, Pam the homie.
How can you say anything bad about Pam?
Yeah, I was about to say like I have to preface myself
If
because
you
I be
don't
saying
like Pam, you're fucking fucked up in the head.
you need to be
Yeah.
shot,
Something's wrong with your wife.
and I might do it. Anyway,
That depends on how bad the situation is.
yeah, I probably would shoot you. You talk shit about Pam. That's the
Fair
homie.
enough.
But anyway, she has like this obsession. Not obsession. Like she be trying to like turn. No, never mind. I'll tell you later because it's gonna sound wrong.
Shut up, hooker.
I was just gonna say.
You know what? And that's
was
the
just
thing.
gonna
The
say
thing
that.
about it is, just remember that before we speak about this offline, and then we'll speak to her about it later. But shout out to Pam.
Yes. She got her new podcast too.
Word. So shout out to Pam and her new podcast called.
I'm on
Yep.
the East Coast.
I was too high to like try to. Yeah, please, by all means. So the first question is: have you attempted to suppress or stop a specific sexual behavior or sexual activities?
I mean, yeah, I did a rape fantasy once with one of my exes, and I don't like it. I like being the bad guy. I don't like being that bad guy.
Right.
I did it at her request, and despite the fact I like the whole like domineering thing, I don't like it to the point where pretending like. My thing is, once you say no, it's no, right? So like when I know, like I was able to get through it because I knew like she really wanted it. But in the back of my head, I'm like, would you stop yourself if somebody was actually saying no like that? And the fact that I had to even question that, I was like, nope, I can't do this shit no more.
Can't do it.
It was a one and done.
I don't blame you. I don't think I.
Yeah, there's
If I had to, I don't know how to say it, but if I had the chance to be in something like that, I would tell the bitch no.
No, I mean, you know what it is? I was about 20 years old,
Yeah.
and I'm still in the, like, let me find what I like and
Yeah.
don't like stage, you know?
Yeah.
And because it wasn't, like, me suggesting it, which I think also would have made me feel like shit, she asked for it. She was like, let's just try this thing that I keep hearing people talk about.
Boom.
I was like, fine. And it was more so, like, she knew it would be me. We kind of low-key, like, you kind of have to low-key plan it, but then pretend like it may or may not happen, and then you go for it. And then she plays along with the whole, like, no, get off me, whatever. But, like, if that shit, like, I knew it was fake, and I felt like it was wrong. You know? There's some people who really get off on it, and I have to wonder where the fuck their mental is.
Yeah,
you know?
because it's like
two things on the top. One is the rapist, and one is like, don't pretend like you're a little kid and I'm coming for you. Those things make me feel creepy. I don't know.
that.
Although, if she's playing the student role in college, we can make that shit work.
Yeah, that's college, but you know, not the little girl in Catholic class.
It don't be that one motherfucker that's like, yeah, I want to play teacher, the high school teacher. You can't do that. College professor.
Honestly, I knew too many kids in high school that were fucking teachers that, like, yeah, it doesn't bother me as much. You got to be a senior.
Yeah, well, I've seen it, yeah, but
Can't be a freshman.
Okay, that's the spirit. Next question. Do your sexual behaviors or thoughts ever make you feel guilty or regretful?
Yes.
Explain, please.
So I have this. I can't even call it an ability. But
it's like a ability.
you know how you remember certain things about being a kid,
Yeah.
right? So like, do you remember what you used to like about girls when you were a kid?
Mm-hmm.
So you ever have that thought where you were like, oh, she's gonna be pretty when she grows up?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Whenever I say that, like, regardless, I know I mean it harmlessly, but then thinking about it, like, that's some creeper shit. Yeah.
No. Once more.
It sounds like you're waiting for her to grow up.
Right,
you know what
I'm saying? Like, I always feel fucked up saying it, and you mean it, like, wholesomely as a compliment, like, you know, especially because you're saying it to, like, their parent usually. You're like, oh, this, you know, such a cute child, and, you know, like, she's gonna be beautiful when she grows up, type shit. But in the back of your head, you're just like,
hey,
there's something fucking wrong with me.
Right? Like, yo, you're gonna need your shotgun for this girl.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, and you know what you're saying. You know you mean it harmlessly. Or you're playing like this is, you know. But at the same time, it's like, did you just see this person, this child, as attractive to some degree?
Yeah.
You know, like in the back of your head. So that thought always bothers me.
It's either.
But it doesn't eat me up because I know, like, I'm saying, like, you know, you guys made a beautiful baby kind of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But no matter how you phrase it, there's always something off about it.
It's either that or some weird type of way he want to fuck your wife.
It's, you know?
This is like, yo.
No matter how you look at it, there's something wrong about this shit.
It's like, yo, what the fuck you looking at my woman, my nigga? Like, what the fuck you mean? She gonna
Well, then, what's your answer? No, I'm looking at your daughter. See, it just
you
gets
know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
it gets worse.
it's a trap. It's a trap. Either way you do it, it's a trap. So it's best.
That's like,
especially these days, that you shut the fuck up with that one.
yeah, that's like sometimes when you see a girl, you're like, damn, if only she was older. Like in a
Yo,
way,
exactly.
in a way that makes you feel like creepy. That
It
you're
makes
looking
you
at her.
feel so bad But like, you could say that talking about someone who's fully grown, right? But you're just too old.
Right.
Right? Like, if you're a 40-year-old talking about a 22-year-old, you're like, damn, if only you were older. Right? You know it's all legal. You know it's a full-grown woman. But at the same time, you're like, but bitch, there's a whole full-grown adult in between our age group.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's a whole 18-year-old in between where you and I, like, I was in college when you were born. There's got to be a second thought about that. You got to be like, damn. I know we ain't there now, but, like, I know that shit then.
If you got to use legal terms
to describe
in the relationship that you with, you need to leave that the fuck
the girl
alone,
that I'm messing
my
with
nigga.
now is only 5 years younger than me, right?
It's a beautiful thing.
But
It's like,
there are times where
not
we have a
but-
conversation, and I have to be like, oh, shit, you don't remember that? And I feel like I'm rocking the cradle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's only a 5-year difference. She was a 8th grade when I was a senior in high school, right? Which isn't, when you think about it, you're kind of like, well, you know, everybody knows that 8th grader that was dating high school boys, right? So it doesn't seem as bad, even though it's still bad. But, like, yeah. She'd be saying some shit sometimes, like, am I rocking the cradle?
See, but that it comes down to the age. Like, if you're 10, 15, maybe 5 years older than a person, it depends on the age you are, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't be, like, 30 and dating a 15. That's like, okay, that's 15 years.
But if you're
it
75
sounds-
with a 6-year-old,
Right.
ain't nobody, you saying, ew, you both, frankly, fuck. Nobody give a man names.
But if you're 50 and messing around with a 35-year-old.
My nigga, the thing about it is, dude, mayonnaise now, especially since that fucking peanut butter incident, makes me like physically ill almost. You got to shut the fuck up with that peanut butter. I mean, that mayonnaise. Because every time you go to the mayonnaise, I think that Dave
Dave
Chappelle.
Chappelle, exactly. That's why I said nobody gives them the
I
mayonnaise.
already knew you were going with it. You
Nobody
gotta
gives
stop.
it to him.
Slather. Yeah, slather. Next question. Do you pursue some sexual release anonymously, or do you feel, or with complete strangers? Excuse me.
Wait, what?
What?
Do you attempt to fuck strangers, or do little weird shit anonymously, like get on the chat room and
Damn, you old talking about chat rooms.
Yeah.
I just said it because this question a
right.
little twisty.
So, like, do I try to hook up with people, like random strangers in person, or would I rather try and get to know them online?
All right. The question is, do you pursue some sexual release anonymously or with complete strangers? My bad.
Anonymous and complete strangers are the same shit. That's why I'm.
That's why I was like, wait, you mean do it on private?
No, this is what I'm asking. Like, when you're asking the difference, is it like someone who's anonymous is someone that, like, you mentioned the internet, someone that you've kind of gotten a chance to know, but online, like you don't know them personally. As
Yeah,
opposed
and
to,
like y'all online, y'all chatting online,
Right,
like you might
right.
be beating your dick to her, or vice versa. I'm just being realistic
I
here.
would rather the internet person than the complete stranger, mostly because cyber sex is less dangerous to catch something.
Right.
Right, but also in a cyber relationship, as opposed to the average stranger, even to just meet up, right? If you're actually going to meet up, there's a certain level of comfortability that has to be built.
Yep.
As opposed to a random stranger, you just need enough alcohol or weed. You know what I'm saying? So that when like, I know if I meet with someone from the web, one, there's written evidence to consent, right? But two, if we both agree to meet someone who we absolutely didn't know off the internet, we're risking the catfish. That if we wake up the next morning after we committed the act, normally that sense of comfortability built the night before, even if it was just one night chatting online, is just there. That I don't have to worry about a rape case the next morning. As opposed to the drunk girl last night or wherever we're at last night, it was just random fling. And let's say she was thinking maybe this is going to turn into something deep, depending on the chat. And you tell her, oh, yeah, so I'm going to just go to work, put on my pants. Thanks for last night. It was great. And then next thing you know, like, you got cops coming to your door in 8 hours. Like, what the fuck?
And that happens now. Because
Yeah.
back when I used to chat, there was no videos. So you just had to take it for word what she looks like or feel.
I ain't even gonna tell you,
You know what I'm saying?
what I did. I did something horrible.
Savage.
Really savage.
Tell us.
I ended up in some nigga's crib with his female. I just leave it like that.
Okay. And did he catch you?
No.
Then it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No bullet holes, but pussy was destroyed.
I'm not. Never mind. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by your sexual appetite?
Nope.
Charles?
Nope.
You've been very, very silent when answering these questions.
You didn't ask me nothing.
I asked like 4 questions already, my
But
nigga.
did you say Charles?
Charles?
See? You.
Do you ever...
Oh.
That was an N-word, y'all.
Prove it.
That was an N-word, y'all.
Prove it.
Prove it.
I call shenanigans.
He had said the N-word. Do your sexual desires dominate? You motherfuckers are tricky with this little list. Do your sexual desires dominate your everyday thinking?
Yes.
We're men.
We're supposed to scientifically think about sex every 7 seconds. So
I told you, yeah.
yes, they definitely dominate my thinking. Am I in control of them? Of course. Are they all I think about? Yes. But can I control myself? Yes. And this is why I'm not a nympho.
Titties. Charles?
Of course. Every moment. Even every time I step outside. I'm
See,
like,
all
I'm going
right,
to cross
all
the
right.
street. And
Now
then I
this
look, and
this
I'm like,
isn't-
damn.
This isn't even technically a sexual desire, but just the fact that we sexualize everything. You have a mic in your hand, and I keep laughing because I'm like, it could be a dick.
And then the way he holds it and puts his mouth
Exactly, you know what I'm
towards
saying?
it.
So, like, this isn't even something that I desire, but just, like, everything can be sexualized. And it's so easy.
I can never look at this microphone
Again.
the same. I can't even like. I don't even feel comfortable holding the microphone like
See,
that
the thing
now.
is, I'm doing the same shit, too. I just
I
can't see
know.
myself in the mirror.
Huh? You don't see that big dick in front of your face?
No.
Change your whole world right there.
You didn't change my world. You didn't change my world at all. I'm just mad this nigga echoed you over there. You didn't hear that shit in the background? Oh. See, he did it again. See? Do you ever have... Oh, shit. Do you ever have obsessive thoughts about your sexual nature?
Sexual thoughts about my
That you,
sexual nature?
that you, like, struggle to get out of your head?
I've done some shit.
Yeah, a person.
No, I mean like, no. I mean like, I've done some shit where obviously, like I said, you know, you go through an era where you're trying to figure out what you do and don't like.
Right.
So yes, there are those times where things remind you of the stuff that you don't like, and you're like, oh, God,
The regret?
I can't believe I did that, right? So fortunately, I can't really say it's too many who's, but some of the what's.
Yeah. Yeah, I only got to regret the why.
J-Lo.
Like, why the hell I didn't do Homegirl when I had the chance?
Yo, that too, yeah. They're definitely.
You know what I'm
some
saying?
Yo,
I
Nandi, I'm
literally-
sorry. I had to choose the bro over the hoes. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
calling you a hoe, but it's just the way the phrase goes. Yeah, I should have went with you to your dorm that night.
See,
That
no, but
definitely-
I was all wrong. I literally took her on a date, went to the house, but then she said something about sex, that she had sex with someone else in the room. That's why we can't go in the room. So I was like, oh. But in my mind, I heard she don't want it. We both fell asleep on the couch, woke up the next day, and I left. I was like, and then she got the nerves to put it on the
Boom!
You know we could have done it, right?
Yo, there's Nandi.
That's the regret.
Definitely, I fucked up with that one.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck up with Carol. She fucked that whole situation up.
She
but-
messed it up.
No, because that was one similar to yours, where like we're in a bed together and we're about to fuck, and then
And
she
then
hit
you
me
just
with-
say something.
No. Then she hit me with the whole, "Wait, I'm still in love with your best friend" type shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Meanwhile, she's coming on to me the entire time, so that's
Yeah, you
that's not on me at all.
They could have just stood quiet. I would have hit it and would have left. You
What
know?
the fuck is wrong with you, Charles?
I mean, I definitely had a situation with
Listen, the dinner was more than $50.
No, see, yeah, definitely missed opportunity there. He spent money.
Yeah.
I
Damn,
I didn't
can't-
fuck with Steph. It's a good thing we didn't fuck. But that was, luckily her stomach saved us.
Mm.
She had a puke from the party, so that was great. And,
Isn't that right? Like, is there any person that you was like, thank God I didn't do nothing with her? Because then you found out later on that she's like crazy or something? Or,
You know what? Not even. No. It's just that I think, there's certain times where, like, you always have that friend that you wonder, what if,
Yeah.
right? And then if you go there, you both regret it. So the fact that we didn't go there, I think helped to maintain whatever friendship we had through the rest of that experience of,
Yeah.
of being at that school. So I'm glad we didn't. I mean, would I have? Yeah, she a baddie. I ain't mad at it, but I think in the be-all, end-all, it was good that we didn't. But,
Yeah.
I mean, really, my one big regret is Nandi. Actually, there's one more that I probably regret, But the fact that we didn't that night too, that I didn't go there, is also the reason why we're really good friends now.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she was really messed up one night. And definitely very over the top flirtatious and whatever. And I just felt more so like nursing her than trying to turn it into whatever. And it was a good move in the end. Because the funny thing is, she meets her husband the very next day.
Good.
The guy she's married to now, she met the very next day because I made sure she safely got to where she had to go to. And that's how they ended up bumping into each other. It's a really funny story.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know.
This is. Have you ever broken laws relating to your sexual
Yes.
behavior?
You're not allowed to have sex in public places. I've definitely broken that law way too many goddamn times.
Yeah.
Everybody, raise your hand if you sucked pussy at a movie theater. Raise your hand if you got your dick sucked at a movie theater. Raise your hand if you fucked a bitch at a movie theater, right? Now let's switch it. Same 3 questions at a park. Did you do any of them? Did you do any of them behind a building? Did you do any of them in a building that's not someone's living space? Mm-hmm. Did you do any of them at an office space or whatever? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you fuck anywhere besides your home, their home, a hotel, you've probably broken at least the basic public indecency laws.
Yeah, I even think I got a video out there, Bobby, because we did it in the job, not realizing we forgot that they had cameras.
I done told you, my first time having sex is technically child pornography.
You know,
yeah, right.
I was expecting y'all to fucking not realize what the fuck that meant and go like, no, I ain't never raped nobody. So I'm glad you.
Oh no, we're talking about breaking other laws.
Of course, because I mean the whole thing is like, I don't think anybody in this room has ever. I mean, nobody here seems like the type that wants to really like rape a person. I don't think any of us had that in us. I've tried it. Tried it in the consensual way. It's really, I still hate that whole like play thing, and I didn't like it. Like just playing around with it, I didn't like the concept.
Rape me consensually,
right? Like, First off, what the fuck is that?
That's
let alone to like actually have to act like I've done acting, and that's not a role I like playing. You know what I'm saying?
See, but that's
you do what, bitch? Like,
I wouldn't even do that shit to be on SVU. You feel me? Like, I don't want my name associated with rape in any way, shape, or form.
Nowadays, in order to do that,
like Will Davis, the rape scene.
Yeah.
And nowadays, in order to do that, you got to get written consent. You got to do this. You got to do a video chat.
You need
know what I'm saying? Just to make sure.
You need documentation just to kiss a bitch. Like, the fuck?
You gotta get consent on the fucking.
It's just like a girl that be like, I like to get hit, so I knock the ass.
Word.
Imagine that. The cop be like, what happened? She said she liked to give you a hit.
The host said hit me.
Like, I know there are a couple of deaths every year from some guy who was like asphyxiating his girl during sex, and then she just didn't start breathing after he was done.
I was waiting for the safe word.
That bitch do this right here. You better stop. And she go.
You about to sign paperwork every time my dick go inside you. Like that's where we at right now.
I'll be like, sign here, initial here.
I need you to sign the liability form.
all you hear is sign here, initial here, date there.
You know what it is?
If anybody here is fucking, this is what they hear in the background.
Professional athletes have to do this shit for how long, right? Now the average nigga got to do it because bitch is trying to open up a court case with somebody that can't pay child support. So let's be real.
Man.
This is where we at.
Yeah, they find out you get SSI. They trying to get it all.
My bad. Good.
I'm kidding, man.
Yeah. Sign here, initial here, date there.
Just imagine
initial
hearing
this
the
one.
fucking the pen scratch across the.
But at the same time, to every female's defense, her having to find a pen and sign the paperwork is enough time for your ass to get a condom. So game over.
Yep.
Oh, I just lost my page. Oh, here we go. Have you ever suffered past sexual abuse?
Suffer past? You gotta have be.
Well, not even past. Just have you. Well, it would be past. You're not suffering it right now.
Does seeing your parents have sex count?
Oh
Yes.
my God, that's trauma.
Yeah.
And I guess that's happened to me on a couple of different occasions.
Oh my God.
Like, well, now that you say that, like, was it like hard? Like, what kind of?
So, growing up, had a 1-bedroom apartment.
Did you stay there? How long did you stay there looking?
I would say something. We'll talk about it outside.
I'm just saying that should answer your fucking question.
Mm-hmm. So 1 bedroom, you can hear everything.
So, Charles, ever been sexually abused?
Sexual abuse?
Have you ever been a part of any? Oh,
Sexual abuse, yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm just,
Nope. Not that I know.
ain't shit
Besides the
happening
two
over here.
dogs doing it in the backyard? No. That's about it.
Oh, I've definitely seen pigeons have sex on the highway. That shit is hilarious.
Bitches?
Pigeons.
Oh,
Not the ones from the Scrubs song, but actual like birds. Damn it! Again, another reference for hoes. Damn it! How am I ever gonna get this out right?
The host got a lot of references.
And I also have another fucking. I have a story for everything.
New York City flying rats. There we go. That's
Yeah.
the best I got.
This morning, like right
Yeah.
before I came here, I was messing with the dogs, and
Would that perhaps be homies?
he tried to fuck the girl dog. Like while she was. Never mind, man.
You saw a dog try and fuck a bitch?
It was on my knee. So
You were on your knees when
A
you were...
dog was trying to fuck a
fucking-
bitch on your knee.
if
Yo, you and your homies are a little too close, bruh.
no, nigga. So what happened was, now I got to break this shit down.
So you were on your knees waiting for him to finish with the other bitch. With the other dog.
I'm gonna be your bench. You just make sure she stay upright.
What happened? Not what happened was, because that's a lie.
What happened was...
What happened was a lie.
What happened was
Nah, I was at my father-in-law's this morning. And
every time you think of that man, I can feel the dark energy rise from your soul. Like he doesn't even say a name. He gives his title in disgust.
so the dogs, like it's a boy dog and a girl dog.
There's a dog and a bitch.
There you go. And see the thing about the bitch, a bitch is a dog in heat. Like she won't give him the pussy. So like every time, like she was like, I was like rubbing her head, and he went to doing that shit.
Wait. Rewind. You got to rewind. You were rubbing whose head?
No. The dog was rubbing the bitch's head.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
They were canoodling without the spaghetti.
Oh, okay.
And he was trying to get it. But it's fucked up because he's had his shit cut or whatever. He's been neutered. So I'm
Right.
like, that's fucked up because he can't.
Because she doesn't even know.
He
That's
can't
messed
impregnate her, but nigga can still try and bust a nut.
That's what I'm saying,
Shooting
man.
blanks. But he's still shooting.
See, but you look at dogs. They
My
got
hot
good temper.
ass, you can't be like pro-life and then have like a...
But dogs got determination.
How did we get to that shit?
I just had to like it's a high thought question, a little something to go in there.
How can you be pro-life and neuter your animal? That is a very valid point.
Woo.
Yo, if you pro-life,
I got
leave Fido's balls alone.
Because I feel bad for the nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he humping to
Where
no avail.
Fido and Mittens need to be able to fuck a bitch sincerely. Have the litter come out next. What you need to be doing is starting a business if you pro-life and start selling them kitties and them doggies. Because Instagram loves them. You can have a good business. That's all I'm saying.
That's the spirit. Have you ever sought help for your sexual behaviors?
I mean,
Yes.
you know,
Fuck you mean, yeah.
everybody's
I
gone on
did.
Tinder. Everybody's gone on, you
That's
know.
what I'm saying. Back in my
I mean-
days, I had the black book. I had to go
You
look
know,
for
you
help.
got tagged, you know, the Rolodex, whatever the case may be,
Yeah.
you know. I mean,
So-
that's seeking help.
I be pimping these hoes.
You know, every now and again I switch
I'm kidding.
hands.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta make it feel like you're with a stranger if you can't really find one.
Do it like this.
Nah, who does that shit? You ain't playing with your dick like you play with money. If you are, that's a
He
tiny
said-
ass dick.
You saying playing with money? I thought he was eating some sunflowers and shit.
I don't know what
some
the fuck.
sunflower seeds. He
Nah,
was like,
man, like he's like rubbing nibs together. Like that's
I
gotta
don't
be
know.
what, a 2-inch dick?
Goodness gracious.
I ain't need that. You heard?
I ain't saying that's what you got. I'm just saying
No,
that's
I'm
what
talking
the fuck
about-
what you doing.
No, I mean, I didn't need you to... Like, why you did me dirty?
Dip me there.
2-inch dick. Like,
If all you're doing is mushing your fingers like that, my nigga, like you got cash in your hands or some shit, like you want some money, right? That has to be you rubbing a 2-inch dick because ain't that much space between that many fingers.
and I'm not saying my dick size, but to anyone that's listening, I don't have a 2-inch dick. I'm not going to pull it out.
Look. You saying shit doesn't mean shit. Your wife has to say it. That's all.
And she's not going to do that.
Exactly. So from now on, you got the money dick.
The what?
The money dick. It sounds less insulting, but we all know what it means.
Have you tried and failed to stop sexual behaviors, certain ones?
Tried and failed? No.
Charles?
Yeah, I did. I got a kid.
I don't know why, and I don't know how, but give that shit a hand clap, please. Please, give it a hand clap. Nothing for the kiddies out there.
I'm gonna fail. Stop it.
So now,
The best part is it's more than one kid, so
Yeah.
you just don't try anymore.
Yeah, I just
You
like,
said I
fuck it.
fucked up already.
Fuck it.
You just go, fuck it.
Fuck it, you know?
would you describe your sexual behaviors as abnormal or unusual?
Yes.
Both. It's unnormal, usual.
Elaborate.
My sexual adventures that people are aware of would make you think that I fuck every 4 hours or such.
Oh, yeah, we had this convo.
Right?
And it's only
Yeah.
every 3.
Not even. I can go months at a time without having sex. Right? And it's kind of how shit goes. It's just like,
Now to
When
clarify, we said sex, but not to bust a nut.
There you go.
oh no,
Yeah.
I masturbate. I have no problem saying
That's
I
what I'm
masturbate.
saying.
That's the spirit.
You know, it's just that you don't fuck everybody, right? You don't try to fuck everybody. And in all honesty, I keep such a busy schedule that like I get so caught up in what I have to do for a day, or like not. I deal a lot with people, so like not wanting to deal with people in my off hours. But like half the time, you just want to, you know what? I want to bust a nut, but I don't want to have to please nobody. I just masturbate and go the fuck to sleep.
That's a proper jack-off.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
But you know, sexual can be mental too. Because you can go on a good date and have some fun and you're just like satisfied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people take it to an extreme. Oh, I have to do it with her. No.
well, I think my biggest pet peeve for most of my sexual partners is that there are a lot of times where I don't fuck to come. As I said, like I like to, you know, bust and go to sleep type shit, right? So like when I decide that I want to have sex with somebody, it's usually because I want to enjoy the thrill of like making them come and like
Exactly.
pleasing them and all of that. That like I don't even finish the majority of the time because that was never my intent. Like you want to talk about a mental state? I'm not going for me to bust a nut. I'm going to see how many times I can make you come before I'm bored.
Once again, I'll tell you something about something like offline though.
Right, but I mean that to answer your
Yeah.
question, yeah, my shit is weird. I'm very weird with it. Best believe if I want to come, I will. But 90% of the time that I'm going to have sex, it's just to make you come. Like I want to leave you with the memory of who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? I that's why I get return visits.
Then I just want to watch you in the bed while I'm leaving and drop the mic.
Yup.
Just keep on walking.
Yup.
'Cause you're right there. Now. Ooh, where
I
you?
want to know that when your homegirls see me, they're wondering, can I get a turn too? You feel me?
That's goals.
Mm-hmm. That's a good.
And then when
That's a
people
good one.
like hashtagging shit on the little thing, goals.
Mm-hmm.
That's goals. Have you neglected parts of your life for sex? Or, you know, for your sexual desires? Have you just like,
I
you
just
know
told
what?
you. I just fell asleep in the couch with someone I could have hit after
Mm-hmm.
$50, you know, or more, whatever. Because plus the gas money, the hour trip. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I've spoken about that threesome in Boston with the Asian chick.
Yeah.
Right? Technically, I went to Boston where my sister and my nephew were at the time. I didn't go see them. Right? So perhaps that counts as neglect. Other than that, no. I mean, my intention of going to Boston had nothing to do with them. It was for the pussy. Right? So I went and accomplished goal. Right? Went on my mission and came back home. But technically, I could have taken like 2 hours out of my day instead of going straight to the bus station to go say hi to them. So that would probably be my only instance of neglect for sex. I'm more likely to neglect sex for shit that needs to get done, to be honest.
That's the spirit. I don't know, shake your head. What you talking about?
No, I said it's true.
Or maybe coming to work late. I've done that once. I got to work like 10 minutes late because I was finishing up a morning session. But that's because I knew she had a long trip back home, and I wanted to make sure she was happy before I went to work.
You remember
Those are the best. Those are the best ones.
You
Morning
remember
desires.
we spoke about sex addiction, or we're speaking about sex addiction. What do we call a siphon when I'm smoking? A session. You can be addicted to weed, right? You can be.
I mean, if you a loser.
You said session when you was talking about having a session before you went to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Addiction, nigga.
Everybody has some kind of addiction.
I'm just fucking around,
If you
man,
have a
like-
therapeutic session, is that also an addiction? Are you addicted to therapy?
You know, I was gonna get to that eventually. At
See,
the
we
end
go
of
deep.
all-
We go deep on XY 101.
I mean,
That's what
I go
she
deep.
said.
Wait. That's what she said. Gotta rewind.
Titties. I hadn't said it in a while. Titties. Have you ever felt? Oh no, excuse me. Would you regard sex or the pursuit of sex as the most important thing that drives you? Like this.
drives me? No.
No.
Most important thing to life? Yes.
Because if you can pursue to get that sex, especially for someone that's kind of hard, like you probably can't get it, that's an accomplishment. Freak that. Y'all white people can climb the mountain in the cold and stuff like that and put that flag. I want to put that flag on that girl that I couldn't get. You know?
Most important.
Tag that ass.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand tag that ass because
Yeah.
y'all. You know what?
Tease young ones.
Yeah, you know.
You don't
y'all-
know a ting or two.
You know a thing or two. Oh,
Or like
that's funny you said.
or
that.
like the guy from the Pains.
From the who?
From the House of Pain.
House
From
of
the House of
Pain?
Pain. I like,
TTAU. Head ass
Tat-tat.
up.
Tat-tat.
Tear that ass up, my boy.
Head ass up.
He's stupid.
Yeah, honestly, every black person, if you don't know that line, you suck ass. And not in the good way. Yep,
Exactly.
I said it. I said it.
You know what? You make it so quiet to where you can hear the particles floating around in the air.
That's how you're supposed to do it. Leave them speechless. That way it's rememberable.
That's the spirit.
You just leave and be like,
Next question. Did either of your parents struggle with unhealthy sexual behaviors?
I don't know. I'm not in that sex life like that.
I mean,
I'm not talking to them.
I wouldn't expect you to
these,
say what you said earlier.
motherfuckers ain't have no goddamn self-control when mine was home, so obviously they suffer from something.
It's
Too
something.
damn horny motherfuckers.
My mom had 6.
Damn.
So she must have. And then we were all 3, the boys were all in August.
You know what it is? I think
something
in
was
some of the
wrong.
OG cases, it's just that women weren't allowed to say no, so they popped out mad babies whenever daddy was home. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That mean y'all was Christmas babies.
Yeah.
Like,
I said it.
well, not Christmas. Like, y'all
He was telling her to unwrap a gift.
y'all was conceived.
He was
I mean,
unwrapping
like-
the gift.
December.
He
you
said,
know,
"I got a present for you, boo."
I was a New Year's baby because,
When were you conceived?
but January had to be like the first or the second because I'm September the 2nd, so it had to be like the first or the second of
No,
January.
it's probably the ending of Christmas. It's a little over 9 months, actually, so closer to 10. So you're a
Smart.
Christmas baby.
Fuck you.
You were a whole Santa Claus present.
I would hate to get me for a present. I would.
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson said it. I seen Mama kissing Santa Claus.
Yeah, except that was like Juan Rodriguez down the block.
Yeah. The milkman.
He said, "Rrrr," and his mother said, "Ooh."
Have your sexual behaviors ever caused your friends, family, or sexual partners to become upset?
Of course.
Yeah, because we
They don't like when you fucking other hoes.
Yeah, and because I left her, the family got me.
Be like, look, I do's what I do's when there's no title, so you can feel how you feels, and I don't give a fuck.
And I fuck how I fuck.
Yep. Except half the time I'm usually fucking the third chick with you, so what the fuck you mad about? Shit.
One more.
If you're that mad about who I'm going to be with when I'm dating you, come with me then.
Exactly, that's it. We can do this together, bro. If you guys feel some type of way, let's go and have a party.
Hashtag relationship goals.
You're
There it is. Do you use sex or your sexual fantasies as an like an escape,
Escape?
like aspects of your life?
I do not think so. I don't really try and escape through sex. Personally, I mean, I definitely know some people where that's their stress reliever.
Yeah.
I'm more likely gonna drink some alcohol and watch TV or listen to music to do that. So for me, sex is purely just to enjoy the act thereof. You know.
Charlie's.
That's true. Obsessed with it?
Hmm?
Nah.
You never use it as a...
Nah, I don't think so.
And...
As an excuse to get away? Well,
yeah, man. Normally, you have to focus on it. Like, you have to
like
work
when
to
I
get
wanted
the
to get
girl.
away from the hood area and I had to go somewhere else.
I mean, sometimes it's a really nice way to shut up your girl.
Yeah.
Like, would you consider, like, watching porn as an escape?
Watching porn as an escape?
In a roundabout way, right?
No, it's just killing time.
I mean, I hate when people complain about porn. Like, if your partner's bitching that you're watching porn, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
I mean, like, no, the reason I asked is because it said sexual fantasies. So, I mean, in a roundabout way, not to say you necessarily fantasize about the porn, but if you wanted to look at it that way, I guess you could.
Yeah, I guess.
Next question. After having sex, do you feel unhappy? Have you ever felt unhappy after sex?
Yeah.
When it was bad.
Not even. After, like, when I go to the bathroom, come back, and she's still there. Like,
Word. Like,
I'm
bitch,
happy.
didn't you leave yet?
I'm unhappy. Like,
what
damn,
you
you still here?
doing here?
You don't know the next one is coming?
You niggas are horrible. I'm not even about to go there.
Hey, you know when you're dating, yo.
So we're not saving these guys?
Do you feel like your sexual appetites have a grip on you?
She did.
Nah.
He's nuts.
I don't think so.
And you?
Nah, because you can go a couple weeks without it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I've gone almost a year without it before. I've gone 6 months without it before. I think until my current stretch of, once a month or once every other month, it was like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 months without it. Like, because I don't think about it. I'm not focused on it where, like, I really calculate when did the last time I had sex. I should have sex now.
Yeah, some guys do that
Like,
just because they feel less than a man if
they're not
having
fucking
sex.
all the time. And I mean, in all honesty, it's like, you know what? When I want to fuck, like when I'm in that mood, like, yeah, now that's what's on my mind. But that can last maybe all of 24 hours, and then I go back to being so fucking busy, I don't even think about it. And frankly, when I have those cravings, you know what I do?
Jack off.
Exactly.
And then you think about
Once
it.
you bust the nut, you're like, what did I want the chick there for?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
What can the chick do for you that you can't do for yourself?
I have more cravings to suck on titties than I do to actually fuck a chick.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can make
Titties.
myself bust, but what I can't do is
I had
suck
to
on my
blow
own
that
titties.
time. You just sit there.
See what I'm saying? Titties.
Titties. I know that's feel good coming out.
Right?
Titties.
Such a beautiful word.
Titties. Okay, that was enough. The last question is, have your sexual behaviors ever caused issues in relationships with friends or family?
No, because they're not in my business.
My number one thing, and any of my exes can tell you, I usually try to keep my family out of my relationships, my sex lives, all of that. Like, I don't like to bring girls home, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. That's not my thing. I don't like to do that. Nobody needs to meet nobody, that sort of shit. Like, it's just irrelevant. Until I know that this is gonna be this is probably gonna be my baby mom's. Like, why would you need to know her? What is the point in that?
That's so true.
Me, like high school. If anything, I mean, and maybe one time. Okay, yeah, not a serious issue, but nope, that wasn't sex. So nope, never mind.
No.
Nah, cause
not even a little. Not even a little.
I mean, if anything, like I said, it was high school when I had one. It doesn't matter. So, you motherfuckers, or at least you're high risk for sexual addiction.
I am.
We are.
You might be. I mean,
I don't even think we need a therapist to tell us.
You need to make that determination your motherfucking selves, because ain't no test gonna be able to tell you that.
I don't think I am.
Listen, I'll be in therapy
And you know what it is?
doing the therapist at the same time saying,
If
"Do you
I'm
think
high
I'm
risk
addicted?"
for sexual addiction, So is everybody else. Because I know dudes, like, I got relatives that they go a week without pussy, and they like, what the fuck do I do? It's a Friday night. I don't have vagina. Did I, like, die?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nigga.
Better hit up X videos, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. You got X videos and Pornhub,
Pornhub,
X,
nigga.
or whatever that
Yeah,
shit
oh,
is. Like,
well.
bro, just live, bro. There's other stuff to do in life besides fuck bitches.
And on that note, this has been another episode of XR101